There's all sorts of things that impact residents, individual consumers, and homeowners if you live in a city that is prone to climate conditions.
As we continue to deal with more wild and extreme weather events, Calgary councillors want to figure out how exactly the city can help reduce the impacts of climate change in the long run. Early discussions at City Hall could pave the way for strategies in this year's budget, with experts coming forward to talk about how spending money now can save more money later.
If you talk to anyone that went through the flood in 2013 and had damage to their home and their entire life was uprooted, if you talk to the folks that went through the hailstorm, if you talk to people who have been through snow events, we are all impacted by climate change, and it's our job as a local government to ensure that we are putting in mitigation measures to take care of our citizens.
On Monday, the city also heard it has a surprising surplus of $147 million, leading some to think the money could be partially directed towards local efforts like flood protection and retrofitting city vehicles.
How do we think of it as an investment as opposed to a knee-jerk reaction? So whether that money gets invested into climate resilience strategies, as you're talking about, what we're thinking about, or what are the long-term impacts and benefits that Calgarians can realize from the dollars that we're spending?
But when it comes down to the individual, there's the question of equity and how it would still cost a lot to do something like installing solar panels, and a focus does have to be maintained on that.
When you look at transitioning, even buying EVs, it's a privileged purchase. So how do you address this when most people that aren't making six figures have to buy a used vehicle? There's not a used vehicle market for EVs, and we don't know the lifespan of a battery. So how do we ensure that these changes we're making are going to get those in need?
In Calgary, Tom Ross, City News.